Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Hoover. Throw left side complete. It's Bowers. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
60 Pittsburgh. Topper. Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Hoover. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
61, match box, lights. 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoover. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Bucky Hodges. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, cut. 50 Pittsburgh. 54 Mike. Coming this way, here we go.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Davis. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ready, ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll find Hall. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
You got me.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, Delta. Ready.
They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mike 5-4.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Davis now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Davis. Looking left side, and it's complete. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short, and now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Davis throwing on 4th down. And this one complete to Smith. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now Davis on 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the Steelers' 12-yard line.
2nd and 5. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Ready. That's it. Check. Walk 54. I'm here all day.
Here's Davis. From the gun, he'll throw. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 2-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And a give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 outlaws.
These two teams all tied after 1.
I got 19. He's marked. He's not going anywhere.
Stay with your man. Here we go. 18 Gator. Get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, high 7.
51 to mine.
Watch the slip.
On your team.
Hard. Now.
On 3rd down, Hoover. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check 26, check 26. Watch safety creep, watch safety go.
Davis now to throw on 3rd down. They'll rifle this one. It's caught inside the 25. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The end result, 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Steelers get it. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now they try the right side here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
3 down, 3 down.
Smooth.
51 from Mike, boy.
Yep.
Watch the curve, watch the curves. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hoover got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
From the gun, Davis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league.
To number 19. It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Get off the field. Watch. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go. Army. Slam.
Operating from the gun, Davis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Davis operating from the gun. That is caught at the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. 2nd and 14. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Davis. Complete. Smith has it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. To throw again on second down. Davis. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Right there.
Now Davis. From the gun, he'll throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Hoover. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Here's Davis throwing on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit, from 21 yards away. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All day, dog.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back to throw. Hoover looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Watch out for Hill on the return.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Davis. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
On 2nd and goal, Davis. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
First down, Steelers.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on 2nd down. Hoover. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Davis now, throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Strip that ball. He's
fair. Yo, cheetah. Ready?
From the gun on third down. Hoover. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On fourth down, Hoover. Throwing left side, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Hoover. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Check, 52's the Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
Push him in.
From the gun. Hoover. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now they try the right side here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Ready. 10 over.
Mike 51. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Five.
Off play action. Hoover. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check that. We don't like 50.
Hey.
Switch. Mike 52. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 52's the
Go.
52's the Mike. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
And that'll set them back 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Hey, Wahoo.
Check 13. Switch.
Look at me. Door.
Fresno.
Steve Griffin.
Operating from the gun. Hoover going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Muscles him off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harden. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Mike, 20. You.
Davis operating from the gun. Over the middle, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check.
They'll run on first down. Harden. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Davis from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Lions, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.